Although airplanes are designed for a variety of purposes, most of them have the same major components. Most airplane structures include a fuselage, wings, an empennage, landing gear, and a power plant. The fuselage is the central body of an airplane and is designed to accommodate the crew, passengers, and cargo. It also serves to connect all the other main components of an aircraft. Pictured above are three different types of fuselage structure: truss, semi-monocoque, and monocoque. There are many different designs, shapes, and sizes of wings used by the various manufacturers. However, their main purpose is to lift the plane into the air. Above are two different designs. The plane in the upper left has one wing and is called a monoplane. The plane in the lower right has two wings, referred to as a biplane. Wings can be placed above, on, and below the fuselage. These different wing placements are referred to as high, mid, and low wing planes. Most high-wing planes have external struts to help dissipate the wing's load to the rest of the plane. The picture above shows the general construction of a modern wing. The ribs, stringers, spar, and skin all give the wing structure. The fuel tanks in most modern airplanes are also contained in the wing near the fuselage as part of the wing or in flexible containers. The front of the wing is the edge that the wind hits first, also known as the leading edge. Attached to the opposite side of the wing, or trailing edge, are two control surfaces called the aileron and the flap. Wings are exact mirrors of each other and contain the same control surfaces on both sides of the airplane. Ailerons extend from about the midpoint of each wing outward toward the tip and move in opposite directions to create aerodynamic forces that cause the airplane to roll. Flaps extend outward from the fuselage to near the midpoint of each wing. The flaps are normally flush with the wing's surface during cruising flight. When extended, the flaps move simultaneously downward to increase the lifting force of the wing for takeoffs and landings. The pictures above show different styles of flaps. The basic section shows a retracted flap, and the 5 pictures below it show different styles and their effect on airflow. These different designs are discussed in more detail in the flight controls lesson. The empennage consists of the entire tail of the aircraft. There are fixed parts, such as the horizontal and vertical stabilizer. There are also movable parts, such as the elevator, one or more trim tabs, and the rudder. The rudder is attached to the back of the vertical stabilizer. During flight, it is used to move the airplane's nose left and right. The elevator, which is attached to the back of the horizontal stabilizer, is used to move the nose of the airplane up and down during flight. Trim tabs are small, movable portions of the trailing edge of the control surface. These movable trim tabs, which are controlled from the flight deck, reduce control pressures. Trim tabs may be installed on the ailerons, the rudder, and/or the elevator. A second type of empennage design does not require an elevator. Instead, it incorporates a one-piece horizontal stabilizer that pivots from a central hinge point. This type of design is called a stabilator and is moved using the control wheel just as the elevator is moved. Stabilators have an anti-servo tab extending across their trailing edge. The anti-servo tab moves in the same direction as the trailing edge of the stabilator and helps make the stabilator less sensitive. The anti-servo tab also functions as a trim tab to relieve control pressures and helps maintain the stabilator in the desired position.